morning, I hope you're all doing well. So, you know, when we're starting here, we're going out on an adventure today. I think that's how it usually works. So, you can tell by the title, it is very much a Winnie the Pooh day. I'm very excited for this. We are going to London Zoo. I've been a couple of times. I think my dad said the first time I went was before I even started school, so that was like 20 years ago. And I went with my college, which was like when I was 17 or 18. So I haven't been in a while. But we are going for a Winnie the Pooh history day. I will explain more about it when we're there, but it's a big part of Winnie the Pooh history. And yeah, I thought it would be cool to take you on. So yeah, I'm just getting ready now. I don't want to do too much makeup because the UK has been having a heat wave this week. I think today is meant to be cooler. But yeah, I just want to do a little bit of makeup so I look okay, but not too much so I'm just going to like melt it off. So yeah, done my hair already, just need to put a headband on. I've got my outfit ready behind me. Just going to do a little bit of makeup and then we'll be on our way. Hello, so we have now made it into London. Doesn't look like it though, does it? So we did the Elizabeth line to Tottenham Court Road and then changed onto the Northern line to Camden Town. And now Camden Town's way back there. We're now I can literally just kind of see the zoo around the corner. It's just like a 10-minute walk from Camden Town. I've got Safari Poo with me and my Tigger's at You t-shirt. And yeah, as I said, the zoo is literally just straight ahead. Literally just made it into the zoo, but on a typical London day out, it started raining. So, but I brought raincoats, so you can't have a day out in London without a bit of rain. I would say it's a mid-morning coffee break, but it's like, I don't know, not mid-morning, it's like lunchtime now. But yeah, we've seen the baby gorillas already, the tigers. There is also baby lion cubs, so we're going to see them in a bit. Ooh. We're now in the little tunnel bit heading under the road because like the zoo is split up into 2 parts over Regent's Park. We're now heading into the African bit to see like the zebras and giraffes. And in true me style, I have got a loungefly full of Pooh plushies in various animal outfits. So I'm going around trying to make sure I can get pictures of Pooh with all of his various animals. I find it funny because like the zoo is split in half by the park. You've got the river here. There's that whole bit there, the monkey enclosure, that you can just see without like paying entry. Like if you just go out on a dog walk, you can see all of it. And same with the zebras. They're just not the zebras in the giraffe section. They're just by a roadside and like there's a gate there and people just stood there looking at it. Like you don't have to pay entry, and there's so many animals you can see. It's crazy. But yeah, I guess it's because it's a city zoo. There's only so much you can do. But yeah, we're now heading. What are we heading in to see? Columbus monkeys. We're in with the monkeys! And they're just on the railings back there, so a couple of zookeepers stood either side of them because like, you have to keep a metre away from them. But we're in with the monkeys! You can't really quite tell, but there are 2 sloths there. One's the mum and one's the baby, but it's like almost fully grown. You can kinda see where the leaves are on the top left. It's where like one of their heads is. They're just so cuddled up, they're like mangled into one. Yeah, there's 2 sloths in there. There's also a couple of types of monkeys. There's some flying fruit foxes, bats, I think that's what they are. And then apparently around here towards the exit, just parallel to like the pathway, is the dad sloth, because that was mum and baby, and then dad sloth is somewhere around here apparently. And they've just put the steam on and it's now really hot in there. We found the dad sloth. He's sleeping on top of a light. I mean, I guess it's warm. And then there's mum and baby there, just on the other side. Don't know how well you can see them, but they're naked mole rats. There's loads of them. They've got like this big whole tunnel network. That's cool. We've just stopped for lunch. I think we're somewhere near the exit, like the gift shop is just next to us. And I have got some wedges with a massive ketchup, and I did want to get there was a vegan hot dog on the menu, but as per usual with like vegan stuff, when you get to the front they don't have it. I then had to backtrack to the fridges and they have one vegetarian baguette option, which is cheddar and chutney baguette. So at least I have something. There were 3 of the giant Galapagos tortoises. There's Polly, she's the leader of the group. Then there's Dolly, she was the mischievous one. And then the third one, right, so you got Polly and Dolly. The third one, Priscilla. And what it said about Priscilla was she loves cucumbers. You got the leader, the mischievous one, and then just one that likes cucumbers. So I just found that so funny. Dolly, Polly, and Priscilla. Good old Priscilla and her cucumbers. This is the old penguin enclosure. They've got a new one a little bit over, but you might recognise that from a certain Harry Styles music video. So we found Mummy Lion and one of her cubs. I can't remember if the guy said that there was 2 cubs, but there was definitely one there with her. And I have seen Daddy Lion somewhere in the trees, but we're just upper level, so we're going to go down a bit, and I think there's a bit better viewing window to see him, because he's more in like the shady area. So just as I got down to the lower bit where you could see Dad and then the mum and other babies came to join them, there was a zookeeper there talking to some people. I thought there was only 2 cubs, but there is 3. And when the cubs were born, they had Dad separated, and they've only recently brought him back into the family enclosure. And today, you could see them all there, all laying together as a little family. That is the closest the cubs have ever gone to Dad. When they first like reintroduced him to it, the cubs were kind of like staying away from him. Oh, there it is.
Hey, vlog.
I hate people like that. I can't remember what I was saying now. I don't like it when people interrupt my train of thought. Yeah, that was the first time the keepers have seen the cubs get up close to the dad, and so that was really cute. And I've literally just found the whole reason I came here. It has all of a sudden really hotted up. As I said, England is having a heat wave and I'm not happy about it. But that was the whole reason I wanted to come here today. That's better, I found a little bit of shade. It's much cooler now. So during World War I over in Canada, there was an army officer called Harry, and he purchased a baby black bear from, I don't know, the source of where he brought the black bear is unknown. But he brought this baby black bear and he named it after the town. He brought it in Winnipeg, and then this little black bear became the mascot of his army's what's the word? Sedgment? I think so, I don't know. And this little black bear called Winnipeg travelled everywhere with the army during the World War, and then they eventually came over to Europe as part of the war. And while they were stationed in England, he decided it was for the bear's best interest to give it a home in London Zoo while he went off and fought in the war. Harry and the rest of the Canadian army then went on to move further into Europe through France and heading further into Europe, and he was keeping a diary throughout the war, and it was revealed in the diary he decided it was in Winnipeg's best interest to live at the zoo, so he rehomed her permanently to the zoo and he went off onto the war. And Winnipeg stayed at the zoo for another 20 years. I believe Winnipeg had lived until about the age of 30, which is really good for a bear. And while Winnipeg was here at London Zoo, she quickly became very popular amongst all guests, including a very regular visitor to the zoo, young Christopher Robin Milne. He used to come all the time with his dad, A.A. Milne, and his dad's good friend, E.H. Shepherd, and that's when Christopher Robin decided to rename his bear, Edward Bear, to Winnie, after Winnipeg. And then the Pooh came from a swan at their local park. There was a swan nicknamed the Pooh, and so Christopher decided to name his Edward Bear Winnie the Pooh, after his favourite bear at the zoo and the swan at the lake. So yeah, as soon as I knew London Zoo had that statue dedicated to Winnipeg, I just had to come and see it because it's just such a huge part of Winnie the Pooh history. How many of you knew that original story, that it actually came all the way from Canada, and that's how we got Winnie the Pooh? So yeah, that just felt really special getting to see Winnipeg's statue. The zoo no longer has any bears, but that's the story of Winnipeg, and obviously then went on to become the very famous Winnie the Pooh. And after Winnipeg died, the zoo made that statue of her and Harry. This is the nursery pool, so these are obviously all the little baby penguins. This is going to sound really silly to say, but I had no idea pelicans were that big. That's like almost as tall as me. I'd say that's like, how tall do you reckon that is? Like 5 foot?
At least 4, if not.
At least 4 or so, yeah. I did not think they were that big. I don't know how big I thought they were, but I didn't know pelicans. Those are huge. Though I just sound really silly saying that. It's just like general knowledge that I'm just being silly about. And in tradition of all touristy places, exit via the gift shop. I had a quick little look around because I was like half expecting. I wasn't really, because I know how real life works, but I was hoping there'd be like some Winnipeg and Harry stuff, like miniature versions of the statue, like a little ornament. That would have been so cute. Or just like some classic Pooh stuff, since it is a big part of Winnie the Pooh history here. There's absolutely nothing. So just my little note to London Zoo, either make little statues, little ornaments of the statue, or get some like classic Winnie the Pooh stuff, like some books or just like the classic teddies. I think that'd be really cute, and just like a little nod to the history. But yeah, that is our day at London Zoo. I literally specifically came for the Winnipeg statue and we got to see it, which was really cool, and we got to see the lion cubs, baby gorillas. We didn't know there was babies there. Obviously babies are always a win. Now we're going to head back to the tube station and we're going to go on the Northern Line back to Tottenham Court Road, and then just do a little other stop on the Central Line. Might as well pop into the Disney store while I'm in London. Might as well while I'm here. I feel like I say this whenever I come to central London, but it's so busy. I don't know what else I expect from a capital city on the weekend day. but it's so busy. There's quite a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff in the Disney store. I did film a TikTok of everything that's in there. I only brought one thing. Most of it was stuff I've already seen before or got or stuff like that. The one thing I brought was from the Sakura collection, and it was the pencil case. It was in the sale for £10.49, down from 15. I didn't originally get it when it came out in its release, but just seeing it in person in the sale, I decided to get it. So although I probably won't use it as a pencil case, I still, because it's like in a sleepy position, I could just use it as a plushie. Like, no one needs to know it's a pencil case. Why hello, hello. So we are back home now, and yeah, I just thought I'd round off the vlog. Thought I'd show you what I got in the Disney store and just kind of have a little end of day chat with you. So I'll first show you what I got from the Disney store. I did already tell you about it, but I thought I'd just show you it. It is the little Sakura pencil case. So it has just got the zip on the back, but I thought I'm not going to use it as a pencil case. I'm just gonna, I've got a couple of my Sakura ones on top of my bookcases. I think I'm just gonna make like a just cute Sakura section because I've got them all dotted about. Go make a cute little Sakura section, and he can just sit in there, and like, if it's just like that, you're not gonna know he's a pencil case. And what I thought was really cute, so he's got all like the little cherry blossoms like most of the Sakura's got. Look at this. He's even got a pink bumblebee. In case you didn't know, bumblebees are like my favourite animal. And it's pink! As I said, it was £15, but in the sale it was £10.49. So that's all I got from the Disney store, and I didn't buy anything at the zoo. It's 9:30 in the evening. Why is someone blowing their horn? Why are you doing that? Oh wait, I think England is playing in the football tonight. It's the Euros at the moment, and I think England is playing tonight. Might be to do with that. And now Duolingo is reminding me that I haven't done my lesson today, and I need to do my streak. I'm on 209 days, so I need to do that after I finish talking to you to make it 210 days. So yeah, I've had a really good day today at the zoo. I have been to only been to London Zoo twice. Once was, my dad said, before I even started school, so that I'm 24, so it's got to be like 20 years ago. And then I went with my college, so I'd have been like 17 or 18 then. So it's been a while since I've been. I couldn't really remember much of it, so it was really good to go again. And I might rank it up there with one of my favourite zoos in the UK. It was a really good day out, so if you were visiting London, I would highly recommend going to it, especially if you are a history lover for the Winnie the Pooh, so you can go and see the statue of Winnie and Harry and learn a bit about that story. Winnie the Pooh is such obviously a beloved character, as you know, for this channel. But in general, he's such a loved character, and his history is just not talked about like enough of like where it originally came from. Like, so many people, when I talk to them about Winnie the Pooh history, don't even realise that Christopher Robin was an actual person. And what I forgot to mention to you earlier when I was telling you the story of Winnie and Harry. So Winnie the Bear passed away in 1934. Harry brought her as a cub in 1914. I'm guessing she'd have been a few weeks old then. So she lived for around 20 years, which is pretty good for a bear. And the statue was gifted to London Zoo from the town of Winnipeg in Canada. They have, I believe, they have also got their own statue of Winnie and Harry over there dedicated to them, because like that's kind of where the story started. They've got a statue, and then they gifted it to London Zoo, which was then unveiled by Christopher Robin Milne himself in 1981. I forgot to add that bit in the vlog, that Christopher Robin was there at the zoo to unveil the statue, which I think is very special. So yeah, that kind of just felt nice and special, knowing that Christopher Robin was there to unveil the statue. And it was just really special to go there and see that, and just like the starting point and kind of like the origin of all of this. It was very special. Also, I just kind of wanted to have a random little side note. I am very impressed with my makeup today. You know how I said this morning I only wanted to do like minimal makeup because we're having a heat wave at the moment? I kind of got a bit carried away. Went with the full fake lashes, the glitter. I got a bit carried away, but when I was doing my makeup this morning, my setting spray had leaked in my makeup bag. It was like a brand new bottle. I'd only used it a couple of times. Leaked in my bag, so all of my makeup brushes and sponges were wet, so I had to kind of wring them out and dry them before I could use them. So I did all of this, and then I had no setting spray to set it with. So I've just been kind of going about all day, and I'm really impressed that it's lasted this long, because obviously I went on the tube, you know, in the morning and then on the way home. The Elizabeth line is a blessing. It's got air conditioning, it's amazing. But things like the Central line and the Northern line are very old tube lines. They are, my British friends will appreciate this, small, stuffy, and the hottest thing imaginable to mankind. I don't know how this didn't melt off in there. And then like in the zoo, like in the area like where the sloths were and the bats were, that was so hot and steamy, and every few minutes they'd like blast steam out. That I thought I could feel like my mascara like melting, but it was fine. And we went in the butterfly house and it was so busy in there you couldn't just like walk through. Everyone was like kind of shuffling along, and obviously you can imagine how hot butterfly houses are. All of this without setting spray, and my makeup has lasted, what time is it? It's 9:30, so I did my makeup like 13 hours ago with no setting spray on a hot London day in butterfly houses. I'm impressed with this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our little day out at the zoo, and I hope you did learn something about the history of Winnie the Pooh and Harry. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do pop that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from what, do click subscribe down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell. I mean, might as well. You're already down there. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!